Good afternoon, listeners. আমি রনি কুমার খান, কাজ করছি রেনেসান্স ঢাকা হোটেলে অ্যাজ অ্যাসোসিয়েট ডিরেক্টর অফ হিউম্যান রিসোর্স। আজকে আমি আপনাদেরকে শেয়ার করব স্পেশালি আমরা যখন ইন্টারভিউ নেই কী ধরনের শর্টফলস আমরা ক্যান্ডিডেটদের মাঝে পেয়ে থাকি। সো যখন আমাকে শেয়ার করতে হয় দ্যাট টাইম উই হ্যাভ টু শেয়ার সাম টিপস অ্যান্ড ইন দ্য সেম টাইম ফাইন্ডিংস, স্পেশালি when we actually taking interview. So that time one of the very surprising thing we find that most of the interviewees, they are actually not that much aware about the company, but in the same time when we are talking about the career, when we are talking about the interview, one of the most important part is know about the industry, know about the company. Before attending an interview, this is most important thing to have some research, do some research, gather some information, and in the same time then attend the interview. Just imagine if you actually visit any place, if you actually go there without knowing anything, definitely you will not able to answer the interviewer's questions. So, and that's the reason if you want to give a proper interview, this is most important part to know about that company and in the same time industry, because when you will know about the company and in the same time industry, that gonna help you to give better delivery, because then you will be knowledgeable, you will able to give better information. Another most important finding is most of the time we are not aware properly about ourselves. We are not maybe actually we don't know actually what we are, because if you want to give an interview, this is most important to know yourself first. If you don't know yourself, then you will not able to give your better answers, you will not able to actually give your better knowledge, or you will not able to share your better knowledge with the interviewers. And in the same time, what happened, most of the time we are actually spending lots of times here and there, but very important is we are not spending time for us, because if you really want to develop your career, then you need to know about you need to know about the industry. Just want to give you one example what we do, especially if we want to buy a mobile phone, we are spending lots of time, we are doing lots of research, we are actually comparing with different mobile phones, different features, whether that mobile phone camera is good or bad, what would be the others features. So that kinds of comparison always we are doing. But when we are talking about our career, which is actually most important for us, we are not spending time. We are not spending time for us. We are not spending time to know better about that. That's one of the most findings we are getting from the interviewees. So that's the reason it's important to know about yourself. Spend some time. You are spending maybe 3 to 5 days about before buying a mobile phone, but you are not spending time for you. Now this is very easy to actually get any kinds of information, especially in hotel industry. What I find still if we ask questions that how many 5-star hotels are available, but most of the time candidates don't know that okay, so what kinds of 5-star hotels are available, so what kinds of information, which mother companies they are actually belonging, so that kinds of information we don't know. But this is the matters making us most frustrating, because you are very much interested to develop your career, you are very much interested to join maybe with the company, but you don't know that what kinds of others 5-star hotels are there. So that's the reason this is most important to know about the industry at first, to gather some more information before attending an interview. This is also important when you are actually submitting a CV, that you should know about your CV at first. Yes, there are actually two things. The CV should be appropriate, and in the same time you should know your CV better than anyone else, because when you are submitting a profile that time, or CV, that time you are not there, your CV is representing yourself. So that means by that CV, interviewer or who is reviewing that, call hiring manager, that person has to be convinced within maybe 10 to 15 seconds, because a hiring manager not gonna spend much time on your CV, because they're definitely for any kinds of position they are actually getting lots of profiles. So if you want to convince in your profile, if you have actually good experience, then you should highlight your experience. And most of the time freshers are asking also, what kinds of things I gonna highlight? I don't have any experience. So that time maybe they can highlight their maybe some other achievements, maybe some project works, some strengths, some other things they can actually highlight, which can actually convince maybe the interviewer. So you should make sure that your CV should be very much perfect. And in the same time, you should check your CV several times, because most of the time what we find in your CV, maybe there are lots of mistakes. Just imagine when interviewer is finding that in your profile there are lots of mistakes which is representing yourself, then how the interviewer gonna think about you? So this is one of the most important point, is to submit appropriate CV, and in the same time you should know your CV better than anyone else. Another important point is you should set your goal. Most of the time when you actually ask questions and they don't know about their career goal, which is very much frustrating, because when a company gonna hire you, if they knows that you don't have any career goal, how they gonna be actually convinced on you? So that's the reason you should know about your career goal, who is gonna motivate you, who is gonna actually help you to develop the career, and in the same time that gonna convince the interviewer. We should know about our long-term career goal and in the same time short-term career goal, because long-term career goal gonna help you to understand what you want to be, and short-term career goal gonna help you that how you gonna actually achieve your long-term career goal. You should select that after 10 years or maybe 15 years what you want to be, and in the same time if you want to achieve that position or achieve that goal, that can be anything, then definitely how your short-term career goal gonna help, and accordingly then you can work out maybe step by steps, and this will help you to achieve your career goals accordingly. And if interviewer understand that if you don't know about your career goals, then it's very difficult to keep their faith on you accordingly. And in the same time, when candidates are attending an interview, this is most important to maintain your grooming, because grooming is reflecting yourself. When a candidate is firstly observing you, their impression should be very positive, because grooming is reflecting the positivity to others person. That is the reason when you are attending an interview, yes, definitely you should reach there well before, and in the same time your grooming should be appropriate, and in the same time body language. This is most important, because if you carry a positive body language, that's gonna helpful for you to spread the positivity. And most of the time interviewers not looking for mass experience, maybe they are looking for the positivity in a candidate. They are mostly looking for positive attitudes. So if you can actually show your positive attitude and in the same time learning interest, yes, that's maybe the question, how we gonna actually show our learning interest, but it's more important how you are talking, how you are giving delivery. That's gonna give an idea to the interviewer that whether you are a positive person or not. So if you are a positive person and if you can actually show your positivity to interviewers, that's gonna helpful for you to actually bring the success in your interview. These are the very, very basic tips, I should say, very, very basic tips for you guys. I know most of the points we already knows, but when we are implementing, and yes, we are missing those points. So I have tried to actually jot down very basic points, and this is gonna helpful for you, your career. This is gonna helpful for you to actually attend an interview. Yes, if you follow these very basic things, I think there is huge possibility that your interview would be successful. And thank you so much. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you.